get ready for a heavyweight showdown. The defending national champion UCLA Bruins have traveled all the way across the country for a battle with the Georgia Gym Dogs. These two powerhouse programs have 9 national championships between the two of them, including 3 of the last 4 that have gone to the UCLA Bruins. Folks, it doesn't get much better than this. It's the Gym Dogs and the Bruins coming up next. Athens, Georgia, home to the 5-time national champion Georgia Gym Dogs and one of the most imposing home venues in the nation. Today's segment plays host to 2 of the country's top teams as the Georgia Gym Dogs host the defending national champion UCLA Bruins. Hi everybody, I'm Jen Hildreth, happy to be joining you from Stegman Coliseum. As you can hear, they're already fired up. But you want to talk imposing? Dating back to 1991, the Georgia Gym Dogs have won 61 of 62 regular season home meets. A stretch that includes a 5-0 mark against UCLA. But that could all change with the squad that UCLA head coach Val Condos brings in here today. As we've said, they are the defending national champs, and the Bruins both the country's top 2 individual all-arounders in Kate Richardson and Jeanette Anselin. But coming into Athens and winning is no easy task.
They love the energy, they love the fans, they love the fact that every time we've come to Georgia, they've gotten a very warm reception because we believe that the fans enjoy good gymnastics. And you know, just walking around Athens, people are so kind and wishing us luck. And I've told them today, I said, you know, all those 10,000 fans are going to want Georgia to win. But don't take anything away from the fact that they do respect good gymnastics.
Now the Georgia Gym Dogs know they're going to have to put up some pretty impressive points today too to fend off those defending national champion Bruins. But bringing in the best competition is what Georgia head coach Suzanne Yocklin is all about. And she's standing by right now with my broadcast partner, Lori Strong-Ballard.
Jen, Georgia fans are in for a treat. They'll see Olympians and national team members. Most certainly some of the most talented gymnasts in the country competing head-to-head. And Suzanne, this matchup has a very interesting story behind it.
It does. I mean, actually, UCLA opened #1 in the season and lost their opening meet. Georgia, we were ranked #2 in the preseason polls, and we had a bad competition in the opening meet at the Super 6 and finished 3rd. So both teams are sort of licking our wounds, and that's literally for us. We've also had some injuries in the last couple weeks, so we're definitely licking our wounds.
And so great news for Georgia just now in warm-up. What's the status on Marline Stevens?
Well, earlier last week she stubbed her toe, but actually it was a pretty bad injury, turf toe you call it, and hasn't been able to walk at all for the last week, but she's going to vault tonight, so we're excited to have her back in the lineup.
Well, some great news. Things are looking brighter for Georgia, who was hit with the injury bug just last week, and not a better time when you're up against the defending national champions.
Yeah, Lori, certainly some good news there for Georgia getting Marline Stevens back. As you can see, Stegman Coliseum starting to fill up. But let's talk a little bit about some of the athletes to watch, starting with Georgia's Chelsea Bird.
Chelsea Bird is competing with tremendous confidence right now. She hopes to use that confidence to help lead her fellow seniors to their first national title. Another one of her senior teammates is Cory Fritzinger, who's still coming back from a high ankle sprain. But this is an athlete who competes very well under high-pressure situations. She loves being in the spotlight.
And Lori, she loves the way her team is gelling.
It's by far the best chemistry of any team that I've ever been on in the 4 years that I've been here at Georgia. The freshmen are incredible. They came in here, you know, we had 7, and we were like, oh gosh, how is a team of 18 people going to be able to sit and talk and not have differing opinions? But even though we have those differing opinions, everybody takes what someone has to say to heart, and we listen to them, and it's really good. Communication's great.
It's a tough task for the coaching staff to keep this team together as one, but so important.
Yeah, and looking at UCLA, Lori, Kate Richardson, what an athlete, Canadian Olympian in 2000, and she should be fun to watch.
She's doing some of her best gymnastics of her career, and she has a lot on her plate this year. Not only does she want to help her team defend their national title at home, but she also is trying for the Olympics this summer. And Kristen Maloney, how wonderful is it to see her back on the competition floor after everything that she's been through?
Kristen Maloney's got a great story. She's a 7-year member of the U.S. national team, 2000 Olympian, but we haven't seen her compete for the past 2 years.
It feels really good. It's really exciting. I get really nervous still, so I've been out for 2 years, so it's kind of weird coming back, and especially since they didn't think I'd be able to do gymnastics again. I kept my hopes up and just worked really hard to come back.
I'll tell you about her injuries, but right now, Things are heating up in Athens as the Gym Dogs get set to host the UCLA Bruins. Well, I got the 6 on hand for this gymnastics meet between the UCLA Bruins and the Georgia Gym Dogs. Hugga, always a crowd favorite, but one crowd favorite you won't see is Jamie Dantzscher from UCLA. The 2000 Olympian is out with an injury.
Well, I had surgery in June to fix another problem I've been having for 2 years now. And they actually fixed the problem from before, but from the actual surgery, I built up more scar tissue, and it's actually in the joint. So I really can't tumble and vault. And it's disappointing, but the way I've been able to deal with it is obviously Kristen Maloney's back and went through having an injury for I think over 5 years, and she's just been a role model in the gym and everything. So, and I feel like I've been fortunate and I've had 3 good years, so I'm doing what I can. It's not healing as fast as I would like, but I am doing what I can and staying positive and optimistic.
They hope to get Jamie back on bars by the end of the season, but even without her, UCLA has incredible depth, and that's why Georgia head coach Suzanne Yocklin invited them all the way to Athens.
We felt it was really important to get a strong team in here, not just to prepare our team members for the competition that they'll face at the end of the season, but also for our fans. They're very educated, and they want to see Georgia against the best competition in the country.
Well, Lori, I get a feeling these fans are not going to be disappointed. Some great teams. We're just getting ready to get started here. You see the vault lineup for Georgia. Marline Stevens, as we mentioned, a late addition in the lineup, so that should definitely give Georgia a boost.
Marline is still in a great deal of pain from her turf toe, but she's going to give it her best try for the team.
And starting off for the Gym Dogs tonight is freshman Kelsey Ericksen.
Kelsey is a tremendous athlete and so strong on this event. Yurchenko layout full. That's a 10-0 start value vault. She had tremendous distance, just that step on the landing.
Kelsey looked like she nailed it there. And you know, Lori, what a great story about Kelsey. You see her score a 9.9. Amazing to think this is a walk-on.
Kelsey had offers for many of the top programs in the country, but it was always a dream to come to Georgia. They did not have a scholarship available, so she has walked on. Will earn that scholarship next year. Great story.
I'd say the Gym Dogs are happy to have her. Looking now at the bars for UCLA, that's Kristen Maloney warming up, but here's a look at their lineup. You see a couple of freshmen in there for the Bruins, and kind of getting ready to start things off here. As we mentioned, with Kristen Maloney back in competition, we haven't seen her in 2 years.
What a tremendous asset to this team, not only with her talent, but with her experience. She's been out of the collegiate scene for a couple years now. Picking up where she left off, Toan Shpashnikova up to the high bar, giant full bail handstand. You can see the level of gymnastics has been elevated here. Beautiful positions, hitting every handstand, just the dismount, a full end back out. That's a double salto with a full twist and not a problem.
You hear a lot of cheers there for Kristen Maloney. I guess that's not a surprise. Look at a 9.9 to start things off for UCLA, and you know, she is a 2000 Olympian, so I guess she might be wearing UCLA blue here, but she's worn the red, white, and blue before.
Val told me that she has spent the last couple years conditioning, that she is the strongest she has ever been, and that is going to make her gymnastics just that little bit easier.
And we talked before about Marline Stevens, late entry into the lineup, and here she is for the Gym Dogs.
What a tough athlete. I cannot believe she's vaulting. She's almost limping down this vault runway. It's a tough one. Yurchenko layout full. Oh! She bails out of it in mid-air. She only did a half twist and takes the fall. That's a tough break.
That toe probably still giving her a little bit of problems, as you said, Lori. She ends up with a 9.075. That will hurt overall for the Gym Dog score, but not what they were looking for with Marline, but I guess they wanted to give it a try.
On top of that, she hasn't had the training time in the gym this past week because of the injury, and that certainly will affect her confidence on this event.
Well, there's much more to come. Stay with us. We'll be back.